Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jersey, and yes, I made a mistake. My microphone for some reason didn't record any of the audio for this video. So and I can't redo everything, so what I decided on is to do a little voiceover, speed it up, so instead of being an hour-long video, you're getting about a 17-minute long video, and we're gonna talk about what I just did here. So this is a continuation. This is the second look of after the first stream, right? I found a little bit of time that I could actually play a little bit more. So one of the things that I mentioned on this video, because I did talk a lot, but one of the things I mentioned it was that I did went back on that very first stream, right? We went to the very first stream and I checked out what everything you guys were saying, the area that I needed to go, and that was kind of what I was explaining here. So we are in this section here. I believe it's the stone edge section, right? And the next thing I needed to know after reading all your comments is that I needed to clean this area, right? Clean this area, make it 100%, because once we do this, we unlock the carrots and the copper. So now that is very exciting, right? Now, I did talk a lot, and as you can see, I was talking about the games, planning mechanics again for all of you, but you know, it's a little too late, and there's no way I can redo it, and might as well this video be out there. At least you guys can enjoy it, and if you were following, then you guys know what you need to do after that very first live stream that we did. But I had a blast playing this for just the 1 hour that I did. We were able to progress. We progressed the section. We upgraded one of our tools. We ended up upgrading more tools, more areas, and we ended up finally doing copper wire. We unlocked more so with the aluminum. We unlock how to make the red dust. We unlock so many things, but you know, that way it's just out there for a help. As you can see, we're cleaning up this area. Once you get to 100% and you sleep to the next day, that's when you're gonna see that everything kind of reactivates, and it's like, oh, now you can get copper, now you got the carrot seeds. And then what we ended up doing is doing that, right? After we finished this section here, we went and collect the carrots, then we collect the copper, and once you do that, you see that you unlock new recipes. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So now that we finished unlocking that area, right? So what I wanted to do is, you know, we did some harvesting, we collected some stuff, we're gonna be replanting, you know, doing all the normal farming stuff. And like you see in this video, I'm so mad that the sound didn't record it for some reason, but we are, you know, I'm just talking about how to replant again, just in case some people were watching this video instead of the first look, right? But we ended up finally getting carrots, so we are gonna, you know, plant the carrots. We wanted to have that going. At some point we ended up increasing everything that we needed to do. We were gonna plant more flower beds. You're gonna see that by the end of the video. We're gonna increase more of that, increase the production of stuff, and as you can see over here, I was trying to look what are the next thing that we needed to work on the upgrade section, right? Because in a way we are kind of stuck. And one thing about this game that is different, there's not a tutorial that is step by step. It's like you gotta go and discover, and as you discover, as you're discovering, you're unlocking other stuff, right? You're unlocking this, you're unlocking another area, or you're unlocking another recipe, and those recipe unlock something else. So when you craft that and make it for the first time, and then collect it, then you're gonna that. Now this is when we get the cutscene showing you copper and all that, because we clean the environment. So that's something important that we learn, right? All these areas that needs to be restore back is gonna uncover new resources that you're gonna do. So so when you clear that area, don't forget to sleep to the next day or wait till the day cycle goes, and then it's gonna show you the new stuff. Again, we're using the new upgraded water, so that's really cool. And now that we upgraded our little kind of like the little pickaxe, we can break this over here and we can start bringing water to all the areas, and it's really nice because now you don't have to go far away to different sections and all of that. Now here I was talking about, like, well, this one's here, or we can go to the other one. I think they're about equal distance, so I was talking about a little about that. But yeah, so we're doing this, we're doing that, we are collecting more resources. And something else that I did is kind of work with the resource management. I'm not the best one. I was talking about that here in the video, that I'm not the best one when it comes to storage, right? I'm more of a simple kind of guy, but I'm trying to improve because of you guys. You know, all of you create amazing resource like storage areas, and that's something that I want to improve. So on this particular game, I'm trying to be a little better at it, to kind of accommodate. So as you can see, I'm just going through the motions, just cleaning a box, putting this here, moving that over there, putting things to make, and then now we're going. So now here we go. So we're gonna collect some of the new resources that we need for this particular water. And there we go, we got carrot seed, and it says new recipe, the oil that we need to upgrade so many items. So, you know, and I'm gonna leave this here playing, and this is why I didn't want to, like, well, the voice didn't record, so might as well not show it. I prefer doing this little voiceover again, speed everything up, but at least you guys can see what did I do, where things are at. The great thing, this is how the carrots look. They look like a little, almost like a little wheat. They have this orange color on the top. You gotta use the vacuum to get that up, and then we get the copper. As you can see, copper looks like copper, so it's really nice, so it's really easy to see. And then when you grab the copper, you unlock new recipe as well, as you saw in the video, and then just harvest. Now, something that I did learn more and more, and it happened through this video that you guys have mentioned during the first live stream, is if you want your resources to come back a lot quicker, you gotta make sure that you're feeding the area at least 3 times, right? And then that gives you a more chances. It seems like it gives you a better chance to collect more resource the next day to respawn. Now, I wasn't doing that, and I did talk about that, like, man, that's something that I need to do. And it's kind of like you gotta pick and choose what you want to do in what specific day. Now, something that I also learning that I can tell more and more that you guys did tell me is that there's no hurry. I don't see any seasons here. It's not like you got spring, summer, fall. So, you know, it's sometimes you don't want to farm and keep up with the farming. That's okay. Maybe you want to do 2-3 days in a row of just resources, feeding animal, and resources, feeding animals, and guard that. And that got me to think a lot, right? So now here we are putting one of the machine, and this is the painting machine. And that one of the, I was like, okay, I'm collecting all this flour that's supposed to be for painting, but I don't know what to do. And over here, we got the copper wire. I was so excited to get all this. And one of the things that I was talking about here that I love about this machine, that is instant, right? A lot of machines, you got the timer running and all of that. But this particular one, I like it that it's instant. And they didn't have to do that. They don't have to do that, but I really liked it. So, and then we unlocked kind of like this windmill machine looking thing right here. And I love the look of it. First of all, I love the look of it. I love the aesthetic look of this. So I can't wait. So I decided to put it like in a corner, diagonal, try to make it look a little pretty on this area. But one thing that got me thinking, that at the end of the video, I was kind of talking about it, but of course no sound, is that I kind of want to move some things around. I think I got a little bit of plan, either for the next video, if I do as a video, or if we get to do as a live stream, whichever one comes first. You know, I think I want to move a couple things around, because by the end of this video, we unlock another machine, we unlock another table, the weather station. We got a couple things that we need to build, and I kind of want to put things a little more organized. So over here, I was building another little storage, because I'm realizing that the mech is great and it can collect a lot of stuff, but I just don't want to put it just anywhere. So I'm trying to be better in organizing. So what I did, I'm putting a little crate over here next to this one, and this will collect like the red crystal dust that we're collecting right there, or the resources that you need to put in the machine, and whatever the machine output, then we put it back in the crate if you just want to continue to do those resources. And that's something that I want to keep doing, and I want to restructure all these little buildings. Now at the same time, I may want to move all of this, you know, because again, I'm so surprised that I'm enjoying the game so much more than I anticipated. And it's the mech. I said it many times during this video that you can't hear, but sometimes you see that smile. Because I'm talking about the mech. Because the mech is amazing, and I love the mech. Every farming now needs a mech. That's what I want. I want mechs in every farming. That way it's just for me. It's just for me. But I love it. But as you can see, I'm moving a couple more resources. I'm putting one more thing. Now we're gonna plant the carrots, because it's gonna be important. It's the next step that we need to do. So I want to start planting carrots. And then a little further in the video, when I go to get more resources, then I notice, I'm like, wait a minute, there's no copper and there's only a few carrots. Then that's when I started realizing, like, oh my gosh, I remember Chad telling me that I need to feed the animal 3 every time, depending on the zone that I'm working on, you want to feed them so you can get resources. So that's something that else I need to work on and make sure that I'm having food and have food on me. So depending on the areas that I'm right now working on collecting resources, I want to be able to feed, at least 3 times, feed the nest, feed whatever you need to do so we can do that. Over here, I'm gonna be trying to upgrade one of the next thing, and I said like, oh my gosh, we got the crystal, we got the oil, so we want to do that. So we went ahead and kind of learned how to track it. So I was trying to explain that you can track a little recipe for the upgrade, so you don't have to like remember or write it down or take a picture. You can actually put it on the screen. So that's what I was doing there, and just kind of collecting what we have. So showing here, okay, so we got the crystal, so now we gotta get the oil that we need. So you can also grab exactly the amount that you need by pressing the right key. And I'm so excited here because we're finally moving on. We're upgrading, we're looking for future stuff, and then realizing, oh my gosh, we can make the electronic parts over here, we can do it over here. Really more about this one, that you can make your own pathing, and that's exciting for a little bit in the future. So okay, so we're moving with the mech, and now this is when I'm going to see the resources, right? We're gonna come over here. I'm gonna try to get more carrots because I feel like we need more carrots. The vendors was here, but I didn't want to buy through the vendor. I want to save my money. But then I realized, oh my gosh, there's no many as before. And this is when I'm going to emphasize that you may need to feed the area, so then you can get a better resource response. Now, I saw those petrified eggs, so I got to get a first person. And I'm not the best person. The best person to play in first person, because first person gets me kind of motion sickness. It's not, I hate it. I hate that happens. Everything is so close, and I start getting a quick headache right away, or getting dizzy, getting motion sickness. It's not the best thing. And I love that in the mech, that is where you're spending most of your time, is third person. Thank you so much, developers, for that. There's some things that you always gonna have to do in first person when you get out of the mech, because there's only some openings that you can get in and stuff like that. That is with the person, and I can handle it for a little bit, but I can tell like 5-10 minutes later, I'm like, okay, if I don't stop it, I'm just not gonna feel well. So if you're a person that doesn't like first person, like this game, I'm telling you right now that 90+% of the time I'm in the mech. I mean, you can see on this video, it's very rare that I need to get out of the mech. So that's really good sign. And if you're a person that love first person, and that's your jam, then you can also run the mech in first person. We showcase it a little bit in the beginning of the video, but what's really quick. But you can do that. So you can run this whole game in first person if that's your jam, if you love that. So right here, I'm just going around gathering resources. Before the night end, I knew we're getting close to the end of this video, and I knew I wasn't going to play past the next day, besides doing a little bit of farming, planting a couple more seeds that we collected. So we want to do that, so we are ready for the next video or stream when we do this game. And I wanted to collect a couple more red crystals because we're just now got the machine, so we saw that we need this for future upgrades, so we need it. So we're gonna try to do this kind of little routine now and then to collect the resources. I want to expand the farm, so I'm coming over here collecting more resources that we need, and again breaking down the crystal. And I would say, don't forget to feed the area and make those little animal crackers that you get. Feed them 3 times, carry them with you. Right now we are like in basically 2 zones that we're working on at this moment, especially for the upgrades and stuff that we need as you carry on different areas. So, and maybe you take one day and create a lot of that, and then you plan it better. That's something that I'm going to try to get better, specifically on this game as we're doing this type of looks, is how to keep improving, right? And how to go about it. But again, I will emphasize this again, there is no pressure when it comes to this game, and that's really great. Like, there's no penalties that I can see just because there's no season. There's no season, at least not right now, right? It doesn't say day 19 spring, day 19 summer, day 19 autumn, or nothing like that. It's just the day. Now, everything can change, and I don't know, and maybe I'm surprised and like, oh my gosh, I wasn't ready for winter, or I wasn't ready for fall. Oh, my crops died. What just happened? I don't know. But over here, I'm adding more of this beds because I got more. I know you guys told me that we're gonna upgrade this, and when the time comes, we upgrade them. That's not a big deal. Take everything now and upgrade it. It's gonna be great. But I want to expand this, and then this is when I was starting talking a little bit at the end, that I'm gonna rework a little bit of this. I want this to look, since it's getting bigger, it's getting larger. I want it to look a little bit better, you know, add a couple things, maybe add a couple more crates over here for specific stuff. I want to keep kind of evolving and build as I go a little bit, right? I don't know how much I can, but I do like the idea of having a little walkway in between. I like that instead of just being everything together. So what I'm gonna do, and I was talking about it here, and that's why you didn't see me watering or harvesting. I'm gonna let everything harvest. I'm gonna accumulate everything at one go, and then get rid of all the boxes. And then right here we're talking at the end about the different machines that we just unlocked. We got the furnace, we got like the printer's table, we got a weather station, and I kind of want to put some of those, like the painting machine and the painting table. I want to put them together. I want to put the furnace and the other machine that you see here on the left in the first shed together, because it kind of seems like they work together. So I'm looking forward to that. But besides that, that's the end. Thank you so much for listening to the voiceover. I'm so sorry that you couldn't really hear all my comments that I did, but hopefully this helped. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you all next time. And I promise, next time I'll make sure that the voice is recording. All right, guys, bye.